Good afternoon, everybody. This is Scott Robertson from the Never Done and Always Changing, currently a 1 to 24 scale model railroad. Just a little catch up on some projects I'm working on. Um, I'm bouncing around and stuff, but I'm also going to be attending an event in May, and part of it is bringing something along. And so I'm creating this little diorama. I say little, it's about 25 inches by 32 odd inches. And it just so I can showcase and display some buildings that I'm not able to use on my uh, larger indoor layout here. Um, these were items that I have on a GN15 layout that I partially tore out that's below the larger regular kind of G scale layout. And so this is GN15. I'm using old Bachmann things to create funky little uh, engines and cars. And of course, these are 1 to 24 scale scratch built models. And these trees here are some things that I worked on that went underneath from the tabletop to an overhead valance area that you couldn't see above the treetops. So it looked like there was these huge trees in there. So I'm going to use those in the background. So again, I'm just using a bunch of stuff. I'm going to create a little scene. I'm going to call this, the theming is kind of based on fueling for man and machine, because we'll have a little oil fueling stop, water, and then a little cookhouse here, kind of a backwoods camp situation. So I'm going to stand up here real quick. Sorry about the shakiness. I'm doing it with one hand right now. And here I go with my old knees ready. Yep, they squeaked. That was me. Anyways, this gives you a little overview of just kind of test fitting the buildings, see how they're going to go. And I had done some little painting on the track today, getting that ready. So I just kind of weathered the track with an airbrush, something I've been practicing with for a little while now, trying to get a feel for it, just kind of using it for scenery for the most part. Um, but that'll be it. This is just a piece of foam core board, actually, that I had that was already cut to that size. And it had a little black binder around it, a black edge around it. That's what's underneath the blue tape. And then I just used some pieces of 1x2, I guess, maybe 1.5, that I had laying around to give it a little structure underneath. But I want to keep it lightweight. I'm going to be throwing this in the back of a car and taking it down and just setting it up on a table for display. But anyways, that's kind of what I'm working on right now. Give you an idea what these trees are. These are simply a paper tube, and added some balsa and stuff to them and covered them with modeling paste and also some artificial juniper stuff. And then I painted them with acrylic colors, and that's how these trees go. So anyways, it'll give it kind of a nice structure in the background, a little background, along with a lot of other vegetation. So for the most part, I just need to add some scenery to this whole thing. But that's kind of it. This was a little Bachmann Shay. It actually has sound in there. Just kind of added this open canopy. It's kind of a funky little engine, nothing super special. Actually, I had a different stack on there. I need to go find out where that is. And then again, these cars were just your regular 0-30 Bachmann cars that I added some stuff to and created the freight cars. So no need to make some sort of special thing out of an HO scale. These were already there. I had them. And this is one of these trucks you buy for, it's like a 1 to 24 scale truck. You buy in a package on an end rack at a pharmacy store where they sell toys and stuff. I think this thing probably cost me 12 bucks. I mean, it's incredible in this scale how vehicles and things are actually cheaper than O scale or HO scale. And then water tank here, just made out of a tube, covered with some plastic, painted up. And then this over here is, again, a scratch built using some PVC pipe and some 3D printed fittings I found online some years ago. So anyways, all these things are just sitting on shelves, and I thought, well, this would be a good opportunity to kind of get out and kind of share some of this and go from there. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that. I'll keep you posted on what I'm doing here in the future as I get this going. But for now, you guys have a great modeling day. That's all from the Never Done and Always Changing. Bye now.